Welcome to the Wise Take DFS Podcast. I am your host, CK013. You can find me on Twitter at CK_013. And I'm joined once again by two of Wise Take's finest NBA DFS analysts. We got your boy TC. You can find him on Twitter at Terry_Collins12. TC, how you doing, my man?
I'd be better if I didn't shoot myself in the foot in like one of the best chances I've had for a while to win huge. But you know, stuff happens, so that's how I'm doing.
All right, yeah, stuff happens. I think that's kind of been that's definitely the NFL motto. It seems like this year, stuff happens. Also joined, of course, by our boy CashinDFS. You can find him on Twitter at CashinDFS with no G. Cash is eating some extremely hot chips. He was explaining to me before that he likes the hot chips, and there's a specific brand he gets because it is the hottest. And so what I really gathered from that is, one, Cash likes chips, and two, I think Cash likes pain. So, Cash, what's up, brother?
Those things is hot. Damn.
That was so funny. We fired up the intro, and I can see, like, he was just like, whoa. He was getting all fired up. Like, yo, no wonder Cash gets all hot and shit on the shows, man. No wonder he gets all, like, pissed off and fired up, man. He's probably eating a bunch of these chips, and his tongue burns, and he's like...
He's just the hottest.
It's just hot takes.
It's Walmart brand, too. Go get you the Walmart brand burning hot. Them things is hot.
Hot chips, hot takes. It's just hot everything.
Everything is hot. Everything.
I love hot chips, and those is the hottest. So this is my favorite.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Understood. So yeah, football was today. It's Sunday night. Obviously, recorded this late for Monday's NBA slate. But real quick, I know this isn't a football podcast, but TC, go ahead and explain a little bit how your NFL Sunday went.
All right. Well, I'll try to make this as short and painless as possible. I did all right on DraftKings and FanDuel. You know, nothing huge once again, which seems like it happens every NFL week. Make a little bit of profit, but nothing that I'm happy about. And then on fantasy draft, I was in that Carolina Millions qualifier. $250 entry, and it was like 385 people in there. So, you know, you're going up against the guys that, you know, other touts, other companies, and then a few guys along the way. And I pulled the move that, like, I literally tell everyone not to do, and had my lineup set. Fournette was out, so I wanted to put Kamara in. Wanted to do some other stuff, and then I ended up thinking, well, he's going to be decently high owned, I think. So, you know, I think I'm going to go to D-Jax in the same game. Hopefully that it shoots out and he's a part of it. But the main part was ownership, because I thought he was going to be way too chalky in a tournament like that. And him, and then going down at tight end to Croft, who didn't do too horrible really, but didn't do as well as I originally would have done with Graham. And it cost me, to put it lightly, a lot of money and a good shot at like doing something big. So,
dude,
you know, I always tell everyone not to like to fade chalk. Like, if
yeah,
it's
that's what I was gonna say. Weren't we just telling Wisco not to fade people just because they're like, me and you were telling them?
Yes. Hey, I know. And like, after I did it, because it was like 5 minutes before lock, and that's when I was in the chat, and like I was talking to you guys, and I was like, man, I think I'm going to do this. And we all had different takes, and I'm like, man, you know, maybe if it shoots out. And all the way back to like Wednesday, Paulie and I were talking late at night Wednesday that we both loved Kamara's spot, like him and Ingram, but we liked Kamara more. And like I told him then, like, I'll probably have almost all Kamara. And then, you know, up until this morning, I was going to do it. And then once Fournette went out and Graham went out, not Graham, but Ertz went out, I started looking around. I was like, man, well, now a lot of people might be going down at tight end. A lot of people might be doing this and that. And I overthought it. And I did exactly what I preached to everyone not to do. And this, like, use me as your example, because just to put it, like, to you guys out there that are listening, it may not sound like a big deal that like, hey, you cost yourself like I think 115 spots back is what I ended up, and that may not sound like a lot for like people who do like 100,000 people GPPs, but like in this, like if you win first, you go to the 12-man live final. That seat value is like $86,000 value, and like and it's no guarantee that I would have won. I was telling CK like I haven't added up like the decimal points and anything like that yet, but I would have at least been in the running. So like I shot myself in the foot like hard, and I don't know if I'll get over it tonight.
Fair enough. Cash, how was your Sunday? Because I know you do NASCAR. Obviously, the NBA is live.
Let's not even discuss that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, my bad. I forgot.
Yeah, NASCAR wasn't good to me. I was winning so much money. And then Kyle Larson hit the wall and went up in flames, along with my money.
Oh, that really happened. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that happened. You saw the screenshot.
Oh no, I saw that happen. Yeah, I saw that screenshot. I didn't see the NASCAR thing, but I saw the screenshot of your NASCAR thing, and that was like,
yeah.
Man, I'm sorry I even brought it up, bro. I should have just skipped you on the Sunday question. I forgot.
That wasn't good. My bad. I was almost all in Larson. Like I had him on 18-20, I think it was, and yeah, he hit the wall and caught on fire.
Oh.
And then of course Junior, like. I know this is a NASCAR show, but Junior, I can't wait till you go away. Thank God you're leaving in 2 more races, because you lose me so much money. Oh, my God, I play him all the time. And he's in good spots, and he just sucks. Thank God Junior is leaving. See ya.
Fair enough.
But NFL was all right. I mean, I won money on NFL just from 1 p.m.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fournette screwed me. Like I had a lot of good players in my lineup that I pivoted off of because I had to switch everything around because of dumbass Fournette.
Yeah.
Dude, just go take your picture, man.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Oh, is that why he got?
Yeah, that's what TC told me. I thought it was like dinner or something stupid.
He didn't get his picture taken?
Yeah, Schefter reported on he was the one that I heard it from on like that ESPN fantasy show like right before lock, and he reported that. Like on Tuesday or Wednesday of this last week, he did not report for the picture. And
okay, so why don't you let us know Tuesday or Wednesday instead of
exactly? That's what I think it was. Matthew Berry brought it up or something, but he wanted to know if that was the reason. And it was on Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't remember which one, but Matthew Berry brought that up and asked like, well, why is this news just coming out then? But like there was no answer for it. They said that was the reason, but if it happened that early, like I'm really wondering if they're trying to hide something else and just using that or what happened, because that seems something dumb anyways to bench your best player for anyways, but at the same time also wait until like an hour before the game.
Well, not necessarily. I was all in. Like they could be sensing a pattern with him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's young, he's still a rookie, and like this is not the only time I think he's gotten in hot water with the with the team. I think something happened earlier in the year too, like where wasn't he suspended for something else? Like I know he got hurt. I know he got hurt, but I feel like he. No,
I was to say I don't remember him getting suspended.
I feel like something happened. I think, and like with him, like maybe he didn't get suspended, but something happened. Like I think I don't know if it was attitude or him breaking team rules or something. But
I'll tell you, you want to know the pattern is?
What's that?
Dude is a monster.
He is a monster. Yeah. They gotta keep him in check, though, Cash. You know about that. They gotta keep him in check. They gotta make sure he don't want that money, man.
But yeah, I won money on NFL, but NASCAR is what hurt today. Oh my God.
Yeah, I got
$1,000. Just
no. Oh man. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry I brought that up. I should have just skipped over you. But my Sunday was okay with NFL. Like it wasn't as great as I wanted it to be. You know, I was just telling TC, I had I was also big on Fournette, so I scrambled. I had to go scrambling. You know what I'm saying? But I ended up landing. My main lineup was like I had Goff, which was great. He was 5%. It was awesome. Cam had him in the article. Cam was really high on Goff too.
Hey,
so I want to give
Cam I had him
credit.
Too.
Cash had him too. I know, but we got to give Cam some credit because he does write our FanDuel GPP articles. We got to give the man credit. Yeah, on the white stream, I wish I had more too. But I didn't have Wood. So like I had Watkins, I had Gurley, I had like everybody got double digits, but I didn't have Hilton. I didn't have like the big huge guys. Everybody on my roster had double digits. My tight end, my defense, everything. And I had Goff, and I like min cash and everything. I was like, it's just like, you know.
Yeah, I had Wood and Watkins, and those were two of the guys that just I eliminated from lineups because of Fournette.
Yeah, because you went down, so you were able to afford more expensive guys, and that's what got you off those guys.
Yeah, and I went from 0% Lamar Miller to a bunch of Lamar Miller, like a donkey.
Yeah.
I got a little rant here. Well, it's not really a rant, but how in the hell do the Colts defense get points taken away when the offense fumbles and gets it returned for a touchdown? I understand it goes off the score, but their defense didn't allow that touchdown. Their special teams didn't allow that touchdown. I was so pissed when that happened.
I was winning a bunch of money on primetime or Monday through Thursday a couple weeks ago, and what was it? It was a fake punt, and they scored a touchdown, and it didn't count for my defense. I'm like, what is more special about the punt unit? That's fucking special teams. So why am I not getting a touchdown? It was stupid.
The way they go about that, I don't understand, because they said
it was an offensive touchdown, but it was the punting unit.
Yeah, so that's what I don't get. Same thing like with that, and then when an offense throws a pick six or something, and the points still go against your defense, but they didn't give up those points. They didn't even have a chance to stop it. You know, so I don't get that.
Yeah, I learned that that's the way it worked like years ago. And you never forget that when you're on the wrong side of that. Like that's a lesson that you learn, and you'll never forget that rule ever again. You're like, I'm always gonna keep that in mind.
I'll be rooting for my defense to not score on a fake punt. That's exactly what I'll be doing from now on.
Oh man. So, all right. We're going to talk about NBA now. I know it's NBA podcast. We're probably going to get a couple comments that say we talked about BS in the beginning. That typically happens when we talk about non-NBA stuff. But it's a 3-game slate.
It's 3 games.
You know,
and there's only one game. So what the hell? Stack Phoenix, Brooklyn, go home. Let's go home. It's over.
There you go. So yeah, guys. Like, I know we talked about NFL and stuff, but it's all pertaining to DFS. Like, it's all different types of strategies, like TC's ran a little bit ago about what he always tells people not to do, and he ended up doing it himself. What Cash's example, where because Fournette got ruled out, he had to pay down at running back for a spot, which meant he was able to upgrade. Like, these are all different strategies that happen in NBA too. You're big on Russell Westbrook. The strategy
is don't pivot to a bad option like Lamar Miller. Don't pivot to a guy that sucks. Like on the show, I said it. Like, and Paulie said, like, he's not explosive anymore. Like, the explosiveness is gone. He left that back in Miami. Like, it's gone.
Yeah.
And
sucks.
For all DFS purposes, you know, like, no matter what, go with what your research says. Don't just scramble last minute and then just, like, think on the fly and think, yep, this is definitely a great play. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to be wrong. So, like, if you, like, all week are high on a guy, don't get off of him like a donkey like I did last minute. Like, don't do that. Trust your research. Don't just like scramble around and pick some shot in the dark that halfway makes sense but you're not so sure about.
Fair enough. Yeah, words of wisdom from TC and Cash. All right, guys, let's talk about some point. We'll go game by game, I guess. Just 3 games, right? So, like, all right, Boston at Atlanta. Boston playing on the back end of a back-to-back. Kyrie Irving, as Cash mentioned, looked absolutely terrible today. He was my downfall. I had 2 downfalls today. Number 1, an NBA tonight. Number 1, I didn't play James Harden, which was dumb because Gautzab told us. Gautzab said that shooting guards against them are a thing, and I did not do it. Didn't take the best one out there. But anyway, I'm getting over that. My other downfall, I think, Cash, you might be with me at least on one of your lineups, is we played Kyrie in one lineup. That was
no, downfall. I played Kyrie in both.
Yeah, okay,
and it was a terrible decision.
Yes, I was 100% Kyrie, and that was a terrible, terrible decision.
I didn't look at the game. Like, his last game was the OKC game where he went off, right?
Yeah.
That's one reason he was so popular.
Even in that game, no Cash. In the first half, he was awful. He got it all in the second half.
I wouldn't know because I don't play him.
Yeah.
I played him once this year, and I was on the 2-game slate, and I played him today because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
And right when Simmons was ruled in, you just should have not have played him because that's a way bigger dude. That's a good defender on him.
Yeah.
It wasn't Mac. It wasn't some small guy.
Yeah.
And this freaking coach likes to play 12 guys. And it's just the offensive, it's the offense. I don't know, man. The offense is not conducive to one player just going off of you like a LeBron James just going to take over everything. It just doesn't do that. It's just not in the system. The coach doesn't want that. The coach wants the ball to move. Like the coach, he just doesn't want it.
Yeah, he wants like a Golden State, like ball movement, like teamwork.
Like Spurs.
Spurs. There you go. Spurs.
Yeah.
That's a much better example. So TC,
it doesn't help.
I want to start. Go ahead and give me your thoughts on this game first, and then we're going to swing it back to Cash to get his thoughts on this matchup.
Yeah. On this game, it's a 206 over under with Boston 8-point favorites. Really, the only 2 point guards you should look at are the only two are Kyrie and Schroeder, and I'm sure everyone agrees with me. I'm not going to play Kyrie. If anybody's listening and they haven't already sold you on what they just said, then I don't really know what else I can say to sway you off there. Schroeder is kind of interesting at 7,800 on FanDuel. I don't think I'll have a lot of shares of him. Just because I'll probably either go up or down, kind of in the middle there. It just depends on how I want to stack the studs, like from the Brooklyn Phoenix game. But at shooting guard, I'm interested in Smart at 59. He needs you mid to upper 20s to get you value, and he has upside. But once again, with this game being going to be the slowest of the night, I probably won't have too much exposure to really any of them. And then going down to, I'll just kind of talk about everyone. I won't really stick on positions. From this game, probably the guy that I am the most interested in, if I'm going to play any of them, it is probably, and it sounds crazy, but I think with the cheap price and the games that I want to stack high, I might go with Baines at 3,900 on FanDuel. I won't have a lot of them. I think I have a few other routes that I want to go mainly, but I don't really like picking anyone from this game because it's going to be the lowest scoring. It's probably also going to be the lowest owned if you want to go that route, but I just don't think I need to or necessarily want to. Tatum and Brown, both you can make a case for, but if people go to this game, they're going to be on Tatum and Brown. Those are probably the two guys they're going to pick from the Boston side of it. Taurean Prince at 5,900. His season average on fantasy points on FanDuel is right at value right now. So as long as he hits his average or exceeds it, you're going to be in a good spot there. And see anybody else. Ilyasova is possibly going to be out. So if he's out, I think it's with a knee injury. Luke Babbitt comes into play since Muscala is going to be out. So actually now looking at it, Luke might move up a little bit above Baines. I might play him more than Baines in most of my lineups, but that'll be where I'm at with the majority of this game.
Okay. Cash, what about you?
Well, this is for me a perfect spot to play Kyrie after yesterday. But that price, I mean, what in the heck?
What is he on FanDuel? What is he on FanDuel?
95.
Oh, okay. He's only 8 something. I think he's 8 on DraftKings. 8.
Okay.
That price is insane.
Yeah, that is a pretty crazy price. Okay.
You threw me a curveball. This is a great spot to play him, and I looked over and it's 9.5. I was like, whoa, he has a lot of hope in this.
It's just a great spot from why he's so popular today. Game log watchers.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's Atlanta. So what do? I play point guards against Schroeder. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I like the spot, but is he going to go out and get me 55? Is there a chance in hell he gets me 60? I don't think so. I think there's a better chance I win the lottery tomorrow. So, I mean, give me Schroeder with all the usage. Against Kyrie defense. So, I mean, I'll take Schroeder with my savings, and I'll move on. But I would really like to play Kyrie today, but they just priced him out. You cannot play Kyrie at 9.5. I mean, you can, but good luck. That's what I'll say. I wish you luck. Bazemore went off today. Why? Because Bazemore played Cleveland. I won't play Bazemore. Best believe that. Nobody else. Move on. Small forward. Jaylen Brown. I pivoted off of Jaylen Brown today for Jonathan Simmons. Thank you, Orlando Magic, for putting him in the starting lineup. So much. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, Jaylen Brown had a good game. Jaylen Brown's going to probably get you about 30. That's what he normally does.
I think Smart had a really good game, right?
I don't know.
I think Smart.
All I know is I didn't look at him, so I wasn't paying attention to him. I was paying attention to Brown because I came off of Brown. Let me see. What did he do? I love Smart. Oh, yeah, he did have a good game.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, and he should have good games against teams like the Magic.
I think I would have to agree with you that while normally there's no way I'm paying that price, it's obviously he's priced up that high because of one matchup and two, the fact that it's a 3-game slate. So they're trying to make you pay more for the people that I think they think are going to be the highest raw point guys. With that said, I would have to agree with you, Cash, from a game theory perspective. He just, he burned a ton of people today, and it's looked terrible. And what most people are going to believe is a good matchup, because people are just going to look at the DVP, right? They're going to see, the Magic are bad against point guards, so they don't know the difference of Simmons' defense or why Kyrie's matchup was not good when Simmons was in the starting lineup. And got the duty of guarding Kyrie. Most people probably didn't even understand. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You should.
So I agree. But I think that people might just think, you know what? I think Kyrie just sucks, and he's not good anymore. And so we love, even going back to last year, man, targeting point guards against Schroeder, easy money. So you can definitely go with the correlation there. It's just that they make you think about it because of the price. Like Cash, if he was like 8-2, like he was like last week, no problem. Give me Kyrie and FanDuel, right?
All the FN.
Yeah, exactly. Any other thoughts on this game, or shall we go on to the next game?
Collins is a freaking stud.
I like that call.
I mean, if old Urson is out again, I mean, this kid is a stud.
Yeah.
I mean, the price is up, and he's only going to get probably 24 minutes around there, 25 minutes.
Yeah, if Philly's out. Hopefully he is. I think he's supposed to be.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ilyasova is supposed to be, or he's projected out, but they're not saying it yet. He still has a questionable tag, but
it says he was expected to miss 1 to 2 weeks, and that was as of the 29th. So yeah, he should still be out for at least another few days.
I like Marcus Morris at this price. And he could go out and give me 25 at 4,000. It is a back-to-back though, so that's a little scary.
How many minutes is he playing? Because he just came back against Oklahoma City. He only played 18 minutes.
He's
played 20 plus minutes so far every game, or right around 20 plus minutes.
Yeah, 17 and 23. So he's averaging 20 minutes a game.
Okay,
but it is a back-to-back with travel. But I mean, travel is really not travel because it takes an hour to fly from Orlando to Atlanta.
Right.
But I've done it plenty of times because Atlanta is my home, and I live in Orlando, but Atlanta is my home. But yeah, 4 Gs. I'll take that. And I love Al Horford in the revenge spot. Give me some of that. Maybe he'll be aggressive. Like Kyrie just gives him the ball and gets out of the damn way.
Oh, man. A revenge spot for Horford. Uh-oh.
And it's Dedmon, too. Like, Dedmon can't get it. Dedmon don't want to go out there.
And, like, Millsap's not there to, like, get in his way this time. You know what I'm saying?
I will definitely have me some Al Horford today.
You don't like Luke Babbitt?
No.
He's been getting the minutes. He's been producing within the minutes. He's super cheap.
I don't.
And he's going to be like probably 70% of lineups, right? 60 at least.
Of yours?
Yes. Oh. With Muscala out, he's probably going to get 32 to 35 minutes.
It's all good. Get your money because I'll bet he gets 30 minutes or less. And
that's 2 minutes less than what I said. That's not.
What did you say? Oh,
I can't take a 2 minute spread.
He played 40. He played 40 today. You look at that 40 and expect 40. You're nuts. And again, it was the Cleveland Cavaliers.
He was playing. Yeah, but he was playing like 26 before that. So
that's fine.
Out of this performance and playing 26, like he's gonna get low 30s with Muscala out, Illy probably out.
Bro, get your money. That's not a play for me. I won't do it.
Hey, he's gonna win me money tomorrow.
Especially if he's gonna be popular. Like I just won't do it. And it's the Cavaliers. You play anybody against Cavaliers. Anybody.
I'm not just going off one game.
Yeah, no. I'll take it.
Did he have a good game today?
20 fantasy points or less and just get value. Like I'm not gonna think he's gonna get 30. I'd say it get 16.
Well, how much is he
on?
I think that's why I'm so
confused. He's 3,800.
He's only 38.
Yeah, no. I mean, if you want 38, you go get him.
Wait, you think he's going to get under 20 points tomorrow? 20 fantasy points?
Yes.
Ooh.
Woof.
We'll have to see about that one. We'll keep that one for bragging rights because I don't want like you know
Man,
we can do a bet once in a while, but like I don't want the bets to get out of control. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not going there. I'm not going to a lot of this. I'm going to Al Horford. I'm going to this next game. That's where I'm going.
All right, this next game we got Brooklyn, Phoenix, D'Angelo Russell coming off his big homecoming in LA. We got. I mean, I feel like these guys used to Booker and Russell. I feel like they used to go back and forth all the time every time they played when he was on the Lakers. So, TC, you first. What are your thoughts here?
Yeah, the spread it wasn't out yet. At least where I get my information from. So that's the only game not out. But I project it it's got to be higher than the 206 at Boston. I don't know if it'll be higher than the Miami game. But you got to look at James and Ulis. They're both in play. Last time, I think we all went Ulis, and I still think it still makes sense. So I'm not saying don't go to him, but he got 13 points, and Mike James got 46 against Brooklyn last time. Don't just ride what you saw from the last matchup. But I think picking between those two is probably going to be the hardest choice at point guard for me going down. Neither one of them are my favorite point guard of the night, but both of them are going to be in play for me. Dinwiddie, I like, but I think I'll probably, if I'm going to pick a point guard from this game, I'll probably stick with one of those. And then, obviously, Russell, it's on the road, but his usage is sky high. He went for 45 last time. At 8K, I don't love it, but at the same time, you only need 35 points from him to hit value. If he hits 40 again, he's up at 6-7x. Don't love it, but I think in a night like tonight, those raw points that he has potential of getting is pretty valuable. Karis LeVert, I don't mind him, but I think his price is just too high for what he's been doing. I don't think it's a bad play, but at 5,300, you're going to need upper 20s to hit you 5x, and you're going to need well into the 30s to get 6 and 7x. And I wouldn't be surprised if he did it, but I just haven't seen, at least from this matchup last time, and then just kind of going over, I haven't really seen something that I feel comfortable with him doing that. And then Carroll, they finally priced him up to where he's not just a lock at value, a lock at 5x for cash games anymore. He's 6,200. I think that is properly priced because 5x is 31 points. That's what he's about been averaging all year. So he's in play, but it's not quite just a lock like he used to be for value. Going away from that, TJ Warren, I don't mind him. Crab, I always have interest in him, but I don't know. 4,600, I don't dislike it because you need 23 points to hit 5x. He definitely has that potential, but I just don't think he'll be in too many of my lineups. Not quite that I dislike him, just don't think I'm going to go that route. Real cheap guy that could pay off value. I don't like it, but if you really need to save to pay up, like especially in small forward, Joe Harris, he's been in play. Don't love it, but for 3,200, just above bare min, you would need 16 points for 5x. I think he's capable of getting maybe 22 to 25. Don't see any kind of like a 30-point game or a 10x game coming from him, but he's got the potential. RHJ, I like him at 6,700. You need low 30s for that, so I'm fine. I think if it's a fast-paced game, he has potential to hit close to 40. I don't really want any Booker. I don't even know if he's going to play yet. I think he's questionable with a back injury, so I'll probably stay off of that. Maybe if news comes out, I might look into it further, but for right now, I don't want any part of it. And I don't want Mozgov. I'm not going to go there. I'll probably have some Lynn, 4,500 for him. I hate that him and Chandler are getting split minutes. Chandler's getting like 24, 25 minutes a game. Lynn's right around there. I think a little bit less, but I think he's the better player overall. So, I would take his upside over Chandler. So for a cheaper price, if you're going to pay down at center, he's probably my favorite cheap center at 4,500.
Okay. Cash, what you got here?
What I got is these teams only play twice a year, and both times it's been on 3. I think last time was a 3-game slate as well, so that doesn't make me happy. Like, I want this on a 10-game slate where I can stack it, and it's not crazy high owned.
Yeah.
But this should be crazy high owned.
Yeah.
Because people will see the spreads, the spread of the other game, and the total of the other game, and everybody's gonna flock to this. I like everything except. But when you mentioned Harris, like, I like to punt guys like Harris on Brooklyn.
Yeah.
With teams like Brooklyn, like where the coach got snipers up there and just sniping them down and get to 30. So he's gonna play almost as many minutes as the starters. Like, he's getting around 20 when the starters only get to 29. So
yeah,
he's almost min price. So you take your chance. Like, this kid can shoot. I mean, he could get hot and make some shots and pay off his price. But yeah, I don't know which point guard I like the most in this game.
That's what I'm having issues with, because I like Ulis more, but James has the better history. So, do you ride with history or do you ride with the guy that you think's better?
I know it's not James for me because he should be really popular.
Oh, definitely.
After getting that game last time. So I would go to Dinwiddie or Ulis, but I just don't know which one I prefer at this particular second. But Booker and Russell, I expect them both to get 40 like they did last time. Carroll, TJ Warren, like them both. I played Josh Jackson today, and he got me 20. But, I mean, he's an option if you need the salary savings. Power forward, it's only Hollis Jefferson. If you want to punt, it's Bender, but the dude just screws me too much. But yeah, I agree with you with Lynn. Like, Lynn is more talented than Chandler, but...
Hey, CK, static.
Lynn is more talented than Chandler, but it's just a split, so he's only 45. I would play Lynn over Chandler all day. And that's it.
Yeah,
I want all the positions, like, from shooting guard to power forward. That's what I want.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I agree. It's just, like, the last time there was a 3-game slate, the game, like, and I think you're right, Cash. I think this game was it, except it was in Brooklyn. Like, you couldn't just game stack it and let it go. Like, that wasn't the winning combination. It was just too popular. And it's going to happen here. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you still need exposure from this game. It's just a matter of finding the guys that are leveraging off of those chalkier guys to get you, like I'm not saying this is going to happen, but say, for example, if everybody's playing Hollis Jefferson because they hear Booker's out, well, you have to have DeMarre Carroll instead. or like just for example, like you got to have that leverage play. If it's not this one, then it's the other. Like maybe DeMario Carroll is going to be popular, so maybe you play TJ Warren. So it's you got to be a little creative. Like you can't just ignore the other spots and the other games because everybody's going to be on this game. So no matter which way you game stack it, they're going to have it somehow out there, especially like the mass multi-answers. So it's like, as much as I would love to just say, hey, it's easy, let's just do it. Like, like we can't. And it sucks because do you really want to look at the Boston-Atlanta game like for real, genuine fantasy plays aside from maybe Horford and Schroeder and those guys? No. Do you really want to look at Miami at Golden State? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, but you have to. You got to find the spots.
You know what you want to look at? This, I'll tell you exactly what you want to do. You want to not play at all. You want to go do something fun or go hang out with your old lady, hang out with your kids, do something. Don't waste your money on this. It's just, like you said, the MME guys is going to have every single combination of this game. So no matter what you do, you're screwed.
Words of wisdom. Words of encouragement.
This is definitely like a single entry type slate, or like a 5 entry at most.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Limited entry, definitely. You definitely want some limited entry, and yeah, absolutely. All right, let's wrap it up. We got one more game here. We got Miami at Golden State. This is the largest spread, I believe. TC, any idea what the spread is right now?
Yeah, 16 and a half.
16 and a half for Miami. TC, go ahead. Talk to us about this game.
Yeah, with the total being 225, that puts the scores, they're projecting Golden State at like 120 to like 104. So it's going to be a pretty big spread. Golden State at home. I want to play this game because there's going to be points coming from the Golden State side, but they're so deep, like with Iggy and stuff, it's so hard to choose, like, if it's this big of a spread, who's going to be in. So, like, I want to do it because I think a lot of people are going to see or hear about that big spread and get worried and stay from it. But at the same time, like, it's just such a scary spot. I would almost rather go down to the Boston-Atlanta game with half the spread than risk, getting 3/4 out of the starters. That being said, Dragic at 7K, he's burned me a few times, but if it does get big, you're kind of digging down deep, but you can make a case that he might stay in, but they also might opt to go for like Tyler Johnson. So there's a lot of plays like that to where you're going to have to really figure out if you believe the spread or if you think it's going to be under it, because there's a lot of plays you're going to have to think that way. Going down Clay at 7,200 most nights, I would be all over that. But it's just, once again, it's so hard to know what kind of minutes he's going to get, and is he going to need to shoot? Same thing with like a Durant at 10.5. I don't know if I don't feel comfortable that he's going to stay in the game long enough to hit me 50. I don't feel comfortable with that at all. So then, like, you could go down and look at some of the Miami guys, like a Josh Richardson and stuff at 4,800. I think he's a good play there. And then Winslow at 3,600. I've played him a few times this year, and he's always got decently close to value. But I want to play this game. I really do. And I want to go heavier on the Miami guys, hoping that they get more run. But I just don't feel comfortable with it. I think all the Miami guys, I think there's multiple spots that are just priced a little bit below what I think they should be and what they're going to get. Like I said, Josh Richardson, Nectad's probably priced about right, 6,400. If I had to guess, he would probably get low 30s, so that doesn't really do anything for like tournament value other than just raw points. Olynyk at 4,100 is interesting. You need 25 or 20.5 points to hit 5x. He has the upside, but as much as I like this game and I want to play Whiteside, I really do, for 8,700, whenever he's under like $9,000, I want to play him, but without knowing the run, the amount of time they're going to get, I can't feel comfortable with it. So, if you want to get tricky, you can play it. And if I had to say anything, it'd probably, go with some of the cheaper guys from Miami, even though you can get, if you're going for just pure raw points, you can go with like a Golden State stack and hope that their starting unit just, gets the majority of those points and they coast and maybe miss out on one rotation or so, hopefully. But I wouldn't feel comfortable playing this game a whole lot. Maybe a little bit of exposure to like Iggy, but that'd be about it for me.
Okay. Cash, what about you?
I find this hilarious.
What's that?
Hassan Whiteside. Oh my goodness. Like on Friday, I said I was going to go all in Hassan Whiteside on DK because I was expecting big things. Dude grabbed 3 rebounds versus Denver. 3 of them. Like, it was guaranteed double-double. I was expecting 20 points, 15 rebounds. Then he plays the Clippers with DeAndre Jordan on the court and gets 17 rebounds. You stupid bastard. But no, I like Hassan Whiteside here. Nobody on Golden State can handle him. None. Pachulia, good luck. You better do something dirty. You better hit him in the nuts or something. You better get a low blow in there or something. Draymond Green, nah, bruh. You can't handle him either. JaVale McGee, yeah. No. Give me Hassan Whiteside. I'll take it. And just hope they keep it close enough. But I love Tyler Johnson if you think it's going to be a blowout. Tyler Johnson will play the blowout minutes. Dude can go ham. So I like him. Like, if you want to make a lot of teams on this bad, terrible slate that you shouldn't play, you want to make one where you think this game is going to stay close and where this game is going to be a blowout. Because if it's a blowout, you know who I'm playing over your sorry-ass Babbitt?
Oh,
Jordan.
boy.
Jordan Bell. That's right.
Oh boy.
Because Jordan Bell, if he has the minutes in blowout time, will outscore Babbitt. Playing his starter minutes or whatever the hell he's going to play. Jordan Bell can go off in a limited minutes. Babbitt
Those are about
better play 40 minutes because he's a dude that's going to do nothing. Jordan Bell, different story. So I'll go there and let Jordan Bell be popular. I hope he is. Or, fucking Babbitt. Babbitt's not good at basketball.
Babbitt is going to outscore Bell.
Oh, I would agree. But like I said, if it is a blowout and if Bell gets 15 minutes, he will outscore Babbitt in his 30.
No, not in 15, yes. Maybe 20. If he gets 20, yes, I would agree, but not 15.
Give me half the minutes. Half the minutes, he will outscore him. Well, I hope that happens. I hope Babbitt gets exactly 30 and Bell gets exactly 15, and we'll see where we stand tomorrow night. I hope.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I hope that happens. Damn, I want that to happen.
Me too, because I'm big on Babbitt.
Yeah, I don't want Durant at that price. I don't want Curry at that price, and they can go off. You play them on teams like you where you think it's going to stay close, but I would think this one is going to be a blowout. This is like the only team that I project blowouts for, and that is the Warriors at home. I expect it, but I still want Hassan Whiteside. He's going to screw me. He's going to go out and grab 3 rebounds, but whatever.
Well, as long as you know. I mean...
Yeah.
Trust me, I didn't know versus Denver. I thought he was going to... Oh, yeah. That was not good. FanDuel was good that day. DK was not good that day.
Yeah. He's got the upside. I mean, he's super cheap, you know?
If I remember correctly, I got to go look it up, but I think he's done good against Golden State because, like I said, there's nobody on there that can handle him. They're just not. Draymond is too small, and Pachulia is just he has like big, huge boulders for feet. Very clumsy. Like the guy has to be on steroids. Like he has back acne like none other. Dude is like the Shrek, except he's not green.
His back acne like none other.
Exactly. Kid is on steroids.
We got real person. emotional real quick.
He's taking some crazy Georgia steroids that are non-detectable. Because he's from Georgia, the country, not the state. Yeah, man, he has some non-detectable steroids from over there in Georgia.
Non-detectable steroids.
Yep.
All right.
But yeah, he can't handle Hassan. Nobody can handle Hassan on his team. So if it stays close, I expect Hassan to have a good game.
Yeah, I can see that happening. That's a good point. It's gonna do it, man. This quick 3 games. We had some good times. We had some. We gave some information. We were informative, and then we even had some debates. Sounds like you guys are. It sounds like you guys are on opposite ends of the spectrum as far as value goes, and GPP. So that's interesting. Obviously,
nothing
TC's
wrong with
guys. No, nothing wrong with that ever. We encourage it. That's what makes a community a community.
And the good thing is, like, both of our guys were power forwards. So, like, we debated, like, at one, it wasn't like, hey, this value shooting guard is going to score more than your value power forward. Like, it was, like, same position. Like, so it makes it a little bit more interesting there.
What I'll tell the people, though, is, Babbitt is much more safe because he's going to start and he's going to play more minutes.
Yeah,
but
his minutes are guaranteed.
I'll just take my chances that he's not going to do anything. Because I've seen it over and over. Like, I've seen this story before. Babbitt get on the court and do nothing. Bell will get on the court and go to work.
You guys remember the Brandon Paul day? Lock in Babbitt. Lock him in. No, don't lock him in. Like, I'm kidding about that. But I do think he's a good play. I really do.
What about Olynyk? Hold on. What about Olynyk?
He talked about Olynyk.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What did you say about Olynyk?
Guys don't listen to nobody when they talk.
What did you say about Olynyk?
He's in his own world, man. He's looking at the FanDuel players himself.
I was looking at Hassan Whiteside and dying laughing because I seen what he did versus DeAndre.
He was dying laughing. I did see that.
I said with Olynyk, I think that, if he gets good run at 4,100, he only needs 20.5 to hit you 5x, and he has mid to high 20s upside. He can go off for an explosion game, so I don't think it's a bad play. But my boy Babbitt's going to get more ownership.
Those minutes are scaring me. But if I remember correctly, with Olynyk, when he was in Boston, he played well versus Golden State too. But Boston as a team played very well against Golden State. So
the thing that scares me is I don't really know if, at least in this Miami Golden State game, if we can even really think about minutes at all, unless we're, like you said, unless you're going to go like 2 different lineups, blowouts. Not if you're going to do a close game, then you can use line or minutes like in what they've been doing. But I think in blowouts, I really don't know, other than to see like which player a coach is going to before the other. You know what I mean? Like at the same spot, who's he going to or playing, giving more run to? But I think if you're just going to make one lineup and you're going to go off what the line actually is, I really don't know if we could use minutes as any kind of an indicator here.
Yeah, I agree. But the way it's going is like, if they are getting blown out, maybe Kelly Olynyk hits the floor, which I wouldn't think should be the case, because he should be a rotation player, but it just hasn't been on the court. But I expect if it's close, for Nectat to be out there constantly.
What's he, 64? What do you think about his price? Because I think it's pretty accurate. Let's see if you think it's accurate for kind of like what his floor to ceiling is. Do you think 64 is like a relatively good price for him? I think 30, you need 5x for 30.
I mean, I do, because it's a pace-up game for them, so I think it's right. But I'm not going to go there. I won't do that. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can wrap it up again, CK.
There we go. No, I like it, man. I'm all for it. I'm multitasking. But this was fun. Oh, real quick, shout out to Wise Take subscriber, Wise Take member, I should say, part of the Hootie Hoo Nation. Rizzo turned $4 into $1,500 on Friday in the NBA. That was a great show. That was when Cash, Galatsab, and Paulie D did the Wise stream, and they were all in on LeBron, who put up 90-something FanDuel points. TC, you weren't even on the show. Don't even worry about it. I wouldn't even mention that TC was the. But not that you're reacting that way, I have to mention it. TC was the only one who was not on the LeBron train. So
I lost.
That was, let's just say, that was not a good night for Mr. TC over there.
that was not a good night.
I lost a lot. I lost a lot that night.
Yes. But the why?
I just wish he wasn't so high owned.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But looked like he played a lineup directly from the Y stream that you guys had, Cash, and it was a great show. Phenomenal takes. Everybody had a good night that night, with the exception of TC. And Rizzo did too, so props to Rizzo. Shout out to him. We always like to see one of our subscribers win some big money like that. That was cool. Also, shout out to the contest winner. He guessed D'Angelo Russell's score. What was it? So he guessed 41 on FanDuel points. And he
40.9.
He got 40.9, yeah. And that is Smitty. Oh, I just had it up here. It was Smitty. Oh, wait. What is it? Smitty628. And on YouTube, it was 628 Smitty. Congratulations, man. We already connected. Got you set up with the subscription for a month. So enjoy and reach out to us if you have any questions on anything you see. But that's going to do it. If you're watching on YouTube, please click that thumbs up. That like button means a lot to us. If you're listening on Podbean, give us a follow. If you're listening on iTunes, give us some 5-star reviews. Also, guys, don't forget we are doing a 7-day free trial. You can try out the Wise Take premium side for free for 7 days. You just sign up for the monthly plan. You have 7 days to cancel if you're unsatisfied. I don't see that being something that you'll want to do. I mean, if you cancel it, it's going to be because you're broke. It's not going to be because you weren't satisfied, because we definitely provide the fire. So
you ain't going to be broke if you sign up.
If you sign up and you can just hang with us.
Time out. Side note, anybody listening still that hasn't clicked off when they started hearing the goodbyes, go down in the comments and let me know who's on my side with Babbitt and who's going with Jordan Bell with Cash. Let me know. I'm interested in seeing what the public think.
That's interesting.
Jordan Babbitt is a guy that stands in the corner and does nothing.
Yeah, I like that. Nation, you guys tell us. Those of you, like TC said, those of you who hung with us well past the slate ending, do that. Just post who you agree with. You agree with Cash and that Bell is going to have a better day or is a better play. Do you agree that Babbitt is? We just want to hear your thoughts. Just post in the comments.
I gotta say one more thing. I don't think Bell is a better play. I'm saying if Bell gets half the minutes in the blowout time in the fourth quarter against backups, Bell will outscore Babbitt.
So do you want to? So would you rather do it on like a point per minute scale?
Oh, well, hell yes.
Well, wait a minute.
Well, that's not fair. If he plays like 5. If he plays like 3 minutes, that's not fair.
Yeah.
He sees like 1 point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we can't do that. I guess that wouldn't work.
No, what I'm just saying is like
yeah.
we'll see. Like we're not gonna cheat. Like we'll see at the end of the night if Babbitt has his 40 minutes and gets 16 fantasy points, and Bell plays his 15 minutes and gets 20. We'll see who the better play is.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We've managed to stretch this 3-game slate podcast into about 53 minutes. So we're going to get out of here. So for Cash, for TC, and myself, and the entire Wise Take Nation, as always, good luck.
We're going to go argue it after.